ready? It's the Roundtable with me, Robert Bannon.
It's the Roundtable with me. And guess what? I'm Robert Bannon. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Roundtable number 130, our 130th Roundtable together. Gets better and better spending it with you every single week. Thank you all so much for being here. Happy December. Happy holidays. Oh, yes, yes, yes. My mother is here. Hi, Mama Rose. How you doing? And hi, everybody. Thanks for joining us. I'm excited that you're all here. And she sends hi to everybody as well. We have a great show for you. That's right. Oscar nominee, Tony winner, and Grammy winner, Leslie Odum Jr. is in the house. Anthony Evans, gospel superstar, is in the house with an amazing Christmas album out. And I am excited to be here. Hello, Christine. Hello, Robert and Roundtablers. It's 3 days till my Christmas show. Oh, sweet baby Jesus. It sure is 3 days. A is here. A is a part of my weekend review because I saw her and I miss her face. And she came with looks for you all, and we're going to show you them ever. Hi, Jeanette Ciccarelli. How you doing, girl? How you doing? And oh, thank you, Lattes. We never get bored with you. I hear that. Well, I have a hot take for us all. Let's take it. Let's hit it because I got a big show for you. I got a lot of things to talk about. It's smoking. So, the Spotify banners have been coming out. You'll see them. You'll see them showing up on all of the people's pages about what was your most listened to artist and what song did you listen to the most and how many minutes did you listen to, I don't know, Beyonce and Ariana Grande and yada, yada, yada. So what are you listening to? Who is your most listened to artist? Is it Mariah? Is it Whitney? Is it New Kids on the Block like maybe Adrian's is? Is it in our house? We are a combination of a whole bunch of artists. So who do you listen to? And what is your most listened to artist? What's some music that you listen to on the regular? What's your favorite artist to play on your Spotify or your whatever you listen, however you get your music, Tidal, or right? I don't know. How do you listen to your music? Hi, Christine. And she says hi to A and Lattes and Mom Rose. Alyssa Germanario is coming to my show on Saturday. Last time she was there, she got pregnant, but not like as scandalous as you think. But so what is your hot take, everybody? Who is your most listened to artist of the year? What are you listening to? Tell me. I expect answers. Okay. So I'm excited you're here. Here's a weekend review, and it's a long one. So, I made a whole show last week. I taped a whole show where I pre-taped a show that was this show, and I uploaded it to play on Friday night. That was going to be taped in my classroom after school, and it never uploaded. The upload failed. I left my computer here to go to New Jersey. So there was no show after it was announced that there was going to be a show. So I'm sorry we're a week behind, but I'm almost done for the year, everybody. Literally a fun story. It is a fun story. She's at my show. So we have done since September. We've done since September 350 episodes, podcasts since September of last year. So in 400 days, we've done 350 episodes of the Roundtable on YouTube and on the Broadway Podcast Network. So thank you to everybody who watches us. You really did? Lori got her tickets? Miss Lori's coming to my show too? I miss you all, and I'm excited to see you all. Thank you, Miss Lori. Well, I better do a good job. A lot of tickets were sold this week, so you all always come through for me, and I'm incredibly grateful. So I was excited to be home. I love it here, but I was excited to see my people home and then come back home to my house and my husband. So what did I do this week? Well, last week we are talking about Spotify, and I'll tell you about it at the end. Darius's birthday was on the day Thanksgiving Eve. And we went to the Motor City Casino, and did I make him wear a Birthday King banner? Yes. Did I make him wear a crown? Yes. Did I wear a hat? Yes, I did. Did the sisters come out? Yes, they did. That's Joyce and Tita. And I texted them that I was going to show this picture. And that is a boxer named Motor City. I don't know his name. Rocky Balboa. What's his name? I'm going to Google it. Google Motor City boxer, and his name is Tommy Hearn, and he was there at Darius's birthday. I paid for him to come. No, he's just always hanging out at the casino. So we said, hey, look at my baby. Yes, he had the Motor City drink, and we had a fun time. And then the next day we went to Terra Barata, a restaurant that had a Christmas room, and we partook in his birthday dinner. Look at that smirk and smile. It was cute. We had meat the balls, and he had the lobster arrabbiata, and we had the calamari, and it was a special day for my most special person. So I was excited. Lori, what are you listening to? Who's your most listened to artist? Lattes? Christine? Answer the question. I'm bossy today. It's too much teaching. So we definitely had a good time celebrating him. And then on Thanksgiving Eve, I jumped. Latte says, I love the banner. What a sport. He was such a good sport. The baby was a good sport. He was a good sport. He wore it the whole time. We did shots. People were congratulating him. You know, it was really funny. Hey, there she is. And hi. Hello, Joyce. This is Joyce right now. Look, here she is. You want to see her? This is her and Tommy Hearn right there. Joyce and Tita. So we had such a good time there, and we went to dinner this past weekend. I love them. They make me feel at home. So I'm so grateful to have family here, like I have family at home as well. Speaking of home, I went home. Here I am leaving the Detroit airport, which I love the Detroit airport. And look at LaGuardia Airport. Come on, LaGuardia. You cute. I'll see you Saturday with your cuteness. And I went home and saw the puppy. I saw Clarence, who laid on me in bed and lived his best life, chewing shoes and being Claire Bear. And on Thanksgiving, my Uncle Bob hosts Thanksgiving, and my grandma Ann, my dad's grandma, who's passed away, she taught us all a game called Rummacube. So we play a game called Rummacube after Thanksgiving dinner, and we have a big, giant trophy that someone wins. I've never won the trophy. Not one time have I won the trophy. Ever. But we play it, and my cousin Carrie, who's over here, she's never won the trophy either. But we have a good time. But I did make it to the finals. This year. I haven't made it to the finals in a long time, but I made it to the finals, and I lost, but that's okay. But Carrie's son, Ryan, they're all so big now, won the trophy. So we had a great Thanksgiving. And then I got to see my sister-in-law, who's got the baby right there. Look at it. 5 weeks away. 5 weeks away till the Christina babies and the Sean babies come into this world. And I cannot wait. And then I saw little Sam, who's getting big and big and big with his pooty mouth. He's a trip and a half. And I saw A at the bagel store giving Candy Cane. Yes, Queen. You better give Candy Cane realness. Yes, look at her. She even had Candy Cane earrings. Boop, boop, boop. You do not disappoint. So I love it. Christine says that she watched the Eureka Day interviews that Adrian did, and she's doing so well. And Adrian says, Christine, you're so sweet and kind. Adrian will be at the opening of Eureka Day on Monday, with a lot of stars are going to be there. Chris Rock, David Schwimmer, and all of the stars of that show are going to be there. And Adrian will be back on the red carpet on Monday. And we're trying to finish our interviews for this year. So I'm almost done with the whole year being done. And then I get to take a break. So I'm trying to get this. I keep getting emails about more interviews. No, we want to be done. We'll be done for the year. So thank you, A. I appreciate you wearing that just for me. And yes, she had the pupper. The pup was there. My Diamond. She's over there crying, but she don't want to come in here because it's cold in here. So we saw A. A sent my Darius the cutest gift. And John sent him Hallmark Channel wine, Jingle and Joy, that is up and decorated in our very festive house. I will not show the house yet until he has finished the tree. I did show it on Instagram, but I don't want to put it on the Roundtable till he is done Christmifying this house, which has been in a transformation of Christmification. And he does garland, and he does trees, and he does garland, not garland, like roping up the stairs, and he puts all the pieces in himself. He's amazing. He could change the oil and do the dishes, and he could decorate a house and cook his face off. I am very lucky, everybody. And I look pretty and apparently give good shade, apparently, and am entertaining. But I can't do what that man, he does it all. So shout out to Darius for making this house look so beautiful. See, Adrian says Darius has excellent style and decoration ideas. He is my Martha. He's coming in the door right now, my Martha. And Alyssa, don't worry about not having a decoration up. You have a newborn baby that's only 2 days old, and you have you got things going on. It's okay. We don't care. You don't have to put a decoration up yet. But I'll reveal the house decoration soon. This is the shirt that Christina wore, winning Rummacube for 2. So funny. So funny. My sister-in-law, I'm so proud of her. This is the game. I'm so proud of her because she works for Meta and she's the marketing director for Meta Quest glasses, the VR glasses. And I'm so proud of her whenever I see it, the ads you see, or when it's on QVC or at Costco or at Best Buy, and you see this display, that's my sister-in-law. That's Christina. That's what she does for a living. And I'm so proud of her because she's somebody who was at a job that was unappreciated and quit knowing that better, bigger things were there for her. And she got this job and has just excelled. So now she's going to be a mama bear and she's just a champion. And I'm just so proud of her. Yes, yes. Alyssa says, give her a grace period. She just gave birth. See, that's what I'm saying, Alyssa. You're a new mom. You're a new mom to a 16-year-old. We lit our first fire here in the house at our fireplace. We had a great week. We had a really great week. So I thank everybody for all of the love. And I came home and look, see, there's a little sneak of our decorations. Look at, he made these bows like with the Mary. So, and there's Diamond. And I came home and had a great time at home. And I had a great time being here in Detroit as well. And I can't wait to take a break. After this weekend, we get a weekend before we come for Christmas. So, whoo, what a weekend. But what a lucky life. And let's talk about the shameless plug while we're here.
'Cause I'm shameless.
Christine says it's so wonderful to spend time with family and close friends. So, like the song, There's No Place Like Home for the Holidays. Terrific photos you're sharing. Oh, there's no place like home for the holiday. That's a good song I should have sung at my show. But no matter how far away you roam. That's a cute one. Okay, write that down for next year, Christine. Write it down. So, the show, which we're speaking about right now, is this Saturday, and many of you have bought your tickets, and I really am grateful for you. You can go to robertbannon.com and get the last tickets that are left. We're a little more than half sold, which I'm shocked and surprised at. It's the Robert Bannon Christmas special. It's the second year. Last year, Broadway World said we were a delight from start to finish. It's at 7 o'clock. Hang out with us, have some fun. No more creepy drunk Santa. We're not having him back. And we're having a really good time. Tickets are there. And you can use a discount code. You could use the code RobertChristmas20 and save 20% on all the tickets and come see me and celebrate with me. Darius will be in the house. My parents will be in the house. It'll be a good old-fashioned Christmas special. It is just me. Robbie Roselle's going to come out. Diva Lamar is going to come out. And then Darnell White is playing piano with me for the first time. He's just finished doing shows with Art Garfunkel and Ben Platt and all sorts of fancy people. And oh God, now me. And my single from last year, my signature song, which I stole from Clay Aiken, as we talked about on the show, Don't Save It All for Christmas Day, is out. You can stream it wherever you hear music, as well as all of my music. Look, here's Chris Camizzi. He shared with me that he was playing it while he decorated his house for Christmas. That is like the greatest honor. We'll talk more about my music. Hey, Christine says she purchased her ticket last night, so her mom, Judy, and her friend will be watching. It's the greatest honor that people listen to my music or join me here on the Roundtable. It's such a gift. And the gift is you guys give to me. It's not what the mess I give you. And so thank you so much to Chris for showing me that picture. It moves me incredibly much. There's so much Roundtable out this week. Leah Salonga and me are on Broadway World on Friday. And on the Broadway Podcast Network, there's a great interview with Lindsay Heather Pierce when she's talking about being in the Les Mis tour and her job as Elphaba for many years as well. And I'm going to see her tomorrow with Darius. We're going to see Les Mis here in Detroit, and I'm excited. So there's always stuff to check out. You can follow me on Instagram or at Robert M. Bannon, or you can go to robertbannon.com, like we said, and hear all of the shenanigans that we do every day on the Broadway Podcast Network. I have to give a shout out for my Detroit moment. Can we hit it? Where did it go? I think it's here. Here's my Detroit.
You better lose yourself in the music the moment you own it. What up, though?
While we're talking, you could answer my question. Who's the most listened to artist you have this year? Who have you been listening to? What are you listening to? Tell me, tell me, tell me. I want to give a shout out. I told them I would tell them today. And you know who's the greatest promoter of the show is Darius. Darius tells people about this show all the time. I'm too shy. And he is so, yes, Lori, I told you. The Philippine superstar herself, Lea Salonga. She's like the queen of the Philippines. Is on Broadway World. Maybe we'll have to show a clip of it next week, but it will be on Broadway World on Friday. And she's got a beautiful Christmas album that's really cute and a great duet with Clay Aiken. So you should be listening to it. It's really good. She'll be here. I want to shout out my friends over here. I'm at a place called Kitty's Cheesecake right here on 8 Mile. Yeah. It's on 8 Mile, not like Eminem's 8 Mile, but on the west side. And people, I had fun. Now, did we love the key lime cheesecake that Darius had for his birthday? It was cute. But it wasn't as limey as, here he is blowing out the candles. It wasn't as limey as, say, other cheesecakes that are key lime. But they have this banana pudding cheesecake and this orange creamsicle cheesecake right here. And they have this Cinnabon and the Purple Rain and the strawberry and the Reese's. They're so sweet. It's a mom and a daughter. They just decided they were tired of working for other people. They loved baking. They loved making cheesecake. They went to school for business and they decided to take it by the bull by the horns and open their own cheesecake place. And I've been there twice. We just delivered. That's where Darius was delivering a cheesecake to his sister for her birthday, which we're going to get to. And Superman, when I first was talking to Darius, I said to him, what's your favorite ice cream flavor? And he said Superman. And I thought he meant like the Superman ice on a stick, with the gumball eyes. Because what is Superman? But here in Michigan, there's an ice cream flavor called Superman, which is fruity. It's like a tricolor. It's like blue and pink and yellow. And it's very Michigan. And even when I went today to the cheesecake place, she was like, have you tried the Superman? And she's like, wait, are you from Michigan? Because it's a very Michigan thing. Their cheesecake looks like this. And I just think Kitty is doing it. So she's on Instagram at Kitty's Cheesecake. And I am, thank you. Yes, I'm excited, Lori, about Lea Salonga as well. She's a sweetheart. Do they ship key lime cheesecake? Sounds stupendous. Key lime cheesecake is so good. It's Darius' favorite. He loves it from the Cheesecake Factory. And oh yes, you want every cheesecake they have, and they do ship cheesecake. So Kitty Cheesecake. Hold on, let me tell you, not lie to you, so that I don't give you the wrong information. They're not super expensive, and they're like $45 for the whole cake, and it's called Kitty Cheesecakes. Kitty Cheesecake. So ship away, and if you get one, tell them you found us here. And they're cute. I want to bring one for Christmas because my brother loves cheesecake, but we haven't found our favorite flavor yet. So shout out to Kitty's, and next week we'll have more exciting places for you to talk about. There you go. Let's keep the party rolling here with my Hey Friend Hey.
I'll be there for you. How you doing?
I want to give a big shout out to my sister. It's my sister Renee's, Darius' sister, now my sister Renee's 40th birthday. I met Renee in person before I met Darius. I didn't know it was his sister. I walked into Motor City Pride that he had booked me for the day after Adrian's wedding, and she greeted me at the gate and called for him. And she has been rooting for me and him and showing us love and showing me love and making me feel comfortable and welcoming me in her home around the boys, Darius's nephews, and giving us all the fun, crazy shenanigans that you can have. She is as fun and joyous and crazy as I am. And she is a party in a bag. And I love her to pieces. So Renee, happy 40th birthday. Here we are. She cuts my hair now with us at the Lions game. She is a rock for this whole experience as I move. She's been someone that's constant here for me. And I love her. So I'm so happy. A says, happy birthday, Renee. Renee's going to be in town for New Year's Eve in New Jersey. So we may have to have a get together and have a moment because we need to all meet before the wedding. So thank you, Abby. Oh my gosh, you lost power. Don't worry. Welcome back. Come on in. You're here. So happy birthday, Renee. I can't wait to celebrate you. And I love you the most, as she says. And she deserves a big 4-0 celebration. And we're going to try to give her. She said to me, can we go to Times Square? Adrian did Times Square. Like Adrian did Times Square in like, it depends. And you pee on yourself because they don't let you out of the little cage. You know, look at this man. As crazy as he is, don't we have more sympathy for me now? Yes, because you have Renee and me. You're the luckiest man in the world. Yeah. How about this? Maybe me and Renee are normal, and maybe Darius is crazy. Think about that. How about them apples? So, yes, Adrian went, and she says it was interesting. Interesting, ... which means it was a lot. She stood there for 14 hours in her own frozen urine. You know, wait, what, Alyssa? Oh my God. I thought it said I did Times Square, but it went to jail. I did Times Square once, but we went in just before they closed the cage. Oh, I thought you said, but I went in the cage like in a slammer. Like Alyssa was in love after lockdown. Alyssa, my God, I thought you went to jail, pregnant with a newborn. So I don't know about all the New Year's of it all. Like, I think, like, can't we go to a Chinese food restaurant and sing karaoke? What was shady? What did I say that was shady? We were on Instagram Live, and I said that Darius said that I'm shady. Adrian, you know me since birth. Am I shady? Am I shady? She's going to say yes. Bitch. No, Darius says that I'm shady and I don't own it. He's shady. He's actually said shady as shit. Oop, now I said bad language. And my mother is watching, and she could be with my grandmother, who taught me those words. The year Alyssa went was 9 degrees outside. Oh my God. Oh, stood in the cold. Stood in the cold in her frozen pee. Is that what was shady? Hey, was that He's giving the face that I'm shady. I'm not lying. She stood in her frozen urine. Adrian, is this offensive? Okay, anyway, moving on with the show. So I asked you what you've been listening to because at the end of the year on Spotify, we all get Adrian says I'm shady, but in the best possible way. It's with love. Yes, isn't that what gay people are supposed to do? I try to be entertaining. Oh, there you go. My friends from California wanted to be tourists. Worst decision ever. I've never done it. So I think I want to do it once, but like when I hit the lottery and I can like rent a hotel room. But I don't know about this year. But you only live once. So you gave me your hot takes. I want to say before we get to your hot takes, thank you. Because this year, Spotify does their Unwrapped. I can't wait to see who was Darius's most listened to artist. Probably Lauren Allred. And my music this year, my top artists was Alita Adams, who I love very, very much. Like, I'm obsessed with her. The most, like one of my favorite voices of all time. And she's retiring from the road, and she's been on this show twice, and I'm really obsessed with her. Josh Groban, because Darius loves Josh, and Josh sings some of the songs we love, like 99 Years Like That, and I listen to it a lot. CeCe Winans, I've been obsessed with her album and listening to it, and I know Darius does as well. Adele, we went and saw Adele in January, so that was on our playlist for a while. And then Faith Hill, because Paris, for a long time, after we got engaged, when we got engaged on New Year's Eve, we listened to Paris as we walked around downtown Detroit. And I listened to that song like 5 million times in a row because it makes me think of how much I love that man with my shady ass. So Paris is number one. Get Here is number two, which I used to play when I missed him. 99 Years, which has always been our song. Hold Me for a While, which is Alita Adams. And then Butterfly, not Mariah's Butterfly, but John Baptiste Butterfly is one of my favorite songs. So that's the music I've listened to this year, which is so bizarre. Like, this list is just so bizarre to me because where's Whitney and where's Barry and all of that? But this is what I listened to this year. But I have my own music out, and it always moves me. Yeah, those are the songs. We saw that already. It always moves me that people listen to my music. My music this year, we went up 1,000 155% in terms of listeners. We gained thousands of listeners to my music, not even the roundtable, just my music. And my music was streamed for 21,000 minutes and 1.28 million seconds and hundreds of hours. And there's 5 people out there who I'm in their top 5 that they listen to me. And I don't know who you are, but thank you. I'm so moved. And we've done 148% better this year in terms of streaming my music. And my music has been in 52 countries this year. And I want to say thank you. I love you all for listening to my music. Thank you, thank you, thank you. The first album, the live album, the summer single, the Christmas single, and you listen to it. And I am forever grateful that you all listen to me. I love you. It's not taken for granted for 1 second. So thank you so much. So my mom says she loves me, and Alyssa says she does too. Lattes, are you one of the top? Am I on your top 5? Thank you. Thank you. So what did you say? You don't. I wasn't looking for you to say me. I really want to know who you listen to. I'm definitely not on my top 5. Christine says she likes Billie Eilish's song "Birds of a Feather." Fascinating. And A likes Kelly Clarkson. And she's got more answers. Christine also says she listens to Sirius Radio in the car, Great American Songbook, Billy Stritch music, 80s music, my music, Christmas Pentatonics, which is a big hit in our house as well. That's true as well. So I feel that. We're going scrolling. We're going scrolling back. We said a lot of things. Oh, Latte said David Archuleta. Love it. Cynthia and Ariana, love it. We've listened to there on the soundtrack. Michael Bublé, of course, Chapel Ronan, Sabrina Carpenter. Yes, come on. I love that. Those are good answers for sure. Do we have more? Alyssa says the Dave Matthews Band. Come on, Dave Matthews Band. I love that. That's fun. Lori says Billie Eilish and Adele. Can't go wrong with Adele. I that's a fact. A says I like Chapel Ronan and her Hot to Go. I'm too old. What is Hot to Go? I'll look it up. And Adrian says Whitney Houston, New Kids on the Block, and Disney. See, I knew Whitney and Barry are always on my list, but this year, I don't know. I don't know why. And here's Darius's answer. Josh Groban and Sarah McLachlan's Run. He listened to the song 1,018 times. Where is Josh Groban? Josh Groban needs to know that. And when I saw Josh Groban twice. We talked to Darius and we sang 99 Years Like That. That is the best gift I could ever give that man, because the way he was just, 1,000. That means he listened to it 3 times a day, people. 3 times a day. Man. So thank you for listening to my music. Thank you for listening to artist music. Just support music. Speaking of music, somebody who has millions of listeners and followers and stuff like that is Leslie Odum Jr. Now, I know Leslie and his wife, Nicolette, because my friend Matt Gould and Griffin Matthews are very close friends. Griffin went to college with Leslie. They've been best friends. They're godparents to each other's kids and all that stuff. So I've gotten to know Leslie a little bit. He came on the show to talk about his Christmas tour. I'm going to see it on December 22nd here in Detroit at the Detroit Symphony. And I had to give Leslie love. It was on Broadway World earlier this last week, but I had to show it with you because I just think he's a sweetheart. And we had a great talk. And he's a legend. Leslie Odum Jr. is here.
Leslie Odum Jr. is here, everybody.
We made it happen.
We made it happen. We had some technical difficulties. You know what? I'm outside of the Detroit Fine Arts Museum, and we are ready for you to come here December 22nd, and I'll be in the house.
Yo, I can't wait. I'm in the middle of a siren parade, as you can hear. I'm in the middle of. Sorry, let me.
We love it. This is real life, folks. This is what it's like. Leslie, I go back to you from ART. I go back with the boys writing Witness Uganda. I go back to Leap of Faith. I go back to In Time. Your lovely wife. You've been with us on the red carpet. We show so much love to you. But you are like Mr. Christmas. When that album came out, we were here for it. So what is a Christmas tour like with Leslie Odum Jr.?
Oh, we're so excited. Thank you for saying that. 8 years ago, we made the first Christmas album. Really, it was a fan prompted thing. Usually as an artist, right, you you are inspired to do something and you go in the lab and you make it, and then you're coming to an audience and you're like, yo, please be interested in this thing. But this was the first and only thing that I've done in my career that was fan prompted. This was something that they asked for, and so I was able to go and bring them something that they had requested. So this tour is really the first time. We've done Christmas shows, of course, over the years, but this is the first Christmas tour that we've done because we also put out, 2020. I don't know if you remember, we were, locked in our houses for a while. So 2020, we thought it would be, we needed it. 2020, it was really our request. We came together as a team, and during the time in the pandemic, we were getting tested all the time, and we kind of just increased our bubble enough to get in the studio and make another Christmas album. Anyway, this is the first time that we've now lined up a tour. After those albums, the albums have become a part of people's holiday tradition. I hear about them every year, everywhere I go. There's nothing, Hamilton and these Christmas albums is what I hear about the most in my career.
Of course I remember 2020. I wanted that camouflage suit jacket that's on the cover. Come on, it's fashion. So when you put together a set list, when we see you, if it's San Francisco, you're going across the country, like literally across this country, symphony after symphony, how do you build a set list? What are we going to see in this show?
Well, we start with the albums. One of my favorite things about making a record is the sequencing. I know that people listen to their music in all kinds of ways these days. A lot of times they pick their favorites and it goes on a playlist and they make their own albums essentially. But I still do think of albums kind of like a show in that way, and so they're sequenced in a way that I hope people will experience them at some point, kind of top to bottom. So this album, a lot of Simply Christmas we include in its sequencing. And then things changed in the second half, and there's some new stuff we're going to do, some stuff we haven't recorded yet. But it's really, I'm trying to think of it as, these albums come to life. I wanted to feel like at this point, the albums having been out for years now, people have they have a movie playing in their mind. They're attached to personal memories and, decorating the tree and cooking and, time with the kids, time with the parents. And so we are just doing our best to deliver a live version of these tunes that allows people to have the movie in their mind playing too the whole time.
Well, we'll be there. Listen, if you want to listen, winter song, bananas. Speaking of Ingrid, you and Ingrid singing All I Want for Christmas, bananas. You and your wife, bananas. This album is bananas. You need to have it playing when you decorate your Christmas tree. So you have kids, you have your son and your daughter. So how has Christmas changed for you now that you're a dad?
It's not about me anymore. It's Christmas morning is you are on as a parent. It is like lights, camera, action. So, but they're beautiful years. And we have a 7 and a 3-year-old, and Christmas is really, it's theirs now. We do what we have to do. We stay up late. We get up early to make sure that they really have that wow moment when they come down, look at the tree and, see the things all wrapped up and the signs and the Santa ate the cookies. It's not about us anymore.
That's it. Well, you know what it is about us? You have inspired the next generation. As a teacher, the kids all know musical theater because of the work that you do. They can sing every word that you've ever sung on stage. Seeing you as an artist in Pearly last year, or the work you do on film, has inspired me. Your memoir, I took screenshots of some passages you wrote because it inspires everyone. Failing Up is such an amazing book for you as an aspiring person, human being. The work you do matters, and we love and appreciate you so much. So thank you for being here.
Oh, thank you, brother. Thank you for your advocacy. And it's been so fun watching you rise and grow in this community. You're a big part of our community, and we appreciate you.
Well, I appreciate you. Send love to Nikki. Send love to the babies. And I'll see you in Detroit, December 22nd. Right. I'll be in the house.
See you soon. Thank you, Robert.
How about that? Leslie Odum Jr. is on tour, so no matter where you are around the country, you can go to his website, go to leslieodomjr.com, or follow him on Instagram and come see him do his Christmas show. He's got such a beautiful voice. and I'm excited to be here and see it on December 22nd. So shout out to you, Leslie. Can't wait to see what is next. So I was listening to all new Christmas music, and I was like, what's the new releases? And I saw Anthony Evans, who was on The Voice, and I didn't know Anthony Evans Jr. He's a gospel singer who's been a big gospel act around the country doing stuff. And I was like, oh, we need to definitely check this out. Thank you. I was very moved and honored that Leslie said all of that. He's a sweetheart. And Anthony Evans has such a banger Christmas album. The first track had me hooked, and I was cleaning the house. Well, I don't clean the house as good as my Darius does, but I was cleaning the bathroom, and I was jamming to this. It became my go-to that I needed Anthony to come on the show. So Anthony Evans, talk about your Christmas playlist, y'all, is at the Roundtable. So I'm a Christmas nerd and I'm a gospel freak, everybody. And you know that because you watch this. So every single year I look up like a true music nerd, all the new music releases coming out. And I see that Anthony Evans has got a new album that's coming out. So hold on, Anthony. I'm sorry. I have the principal calling. I'm going to stop it 1 second, 1 quick second. I'm sorry. Hello? Hello? Oh my gosh, Anthony Evans. Oh,
I am here.
Sweet baby Jesus says, and apropos, we're gonna make this work. All right, I'm gonna try.
That is very appropriate.
Take it back. We're gonna take it again. Thank you. So as a true music nerd, I look up Christmas albums every single year, and I was so excited about this year's list. So I know Anthony Evans. I saw The Voice. I've listened to gospel music. I have a PK. People in my family who are out here in Detroit, which is like gospel central for many people. So I stay up on top of things. So I put on this album and I'm brushing my teeth, and all of a sudden this album starts, everybody. And I have to stop and I have to go back because this first track, The Greatest Gift and Joy to the World. Now, Joy to the World has been done by everybody. Whitney did it. Everyone's done it. You are going to be, I don't know where, in the car, in the shower, in your backyard, at a Christmas party, you are going to be singing, dancing, skrelting, and belting the arrangements on this album, Anthony's Voice. And who are his background singers and how do I hire them? Anthony Evans, welcome to the show.
That's the greatest intro ever. You got me over here. Like, I want to go listen to it again because of you.
You need to listen to it because it is a bop from the beginning to end.
Oh,
you have created something really beautiful.
Thank you very much. That means a lot. I really appreciate it. From the bottom of my heart, I appreciate it because, you know, it's a lot of work. You don't know what people think. You don't get to talk to people all over about what they think. So thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
I want people to everyone should be streaming it. It's the greatest gift. It's available now. You can go to your website link and all the information will be below us. You can get a signed copy. You can get a physical copy, like all that information.
You can get a vinyl. We just got the vinyls in today, so I'm very excited. Yeah.
So you have done the Christmas album in the past. Yeah. I mean, this goes back in the day what Christmas means. This is before The Voice. This is before some of your chart topping, like #2 chart topping gospel albums that you've put out in the world. What about Christmas made you say, like, let's put out an album. Let's do it this year. 2024 is the year.
I will tell you the truth. It's because in 2023, I have a production arm of my company. It's called Sherman James Productions. And I got asked to produce and record music for 2 Christmas films. And I was in Christmas mode, writing these songs for these certain scenes with a friend of mine and then rearranging these songs. So I did the Joy to the World arrangement for a movie. And I wasn't complete, but I did most of it. And I was like, I'm in full Christmas mode right now. I'm not going to stop. When I get done producing this film, when I get done producing music for this film, I'm going right into producing this for myself because I could use all these arrangements. So to be honest, that's how it happened. I got in Christmas mode for a movie.
Well, thank God you got booked for that movie, and thank God you put this arrangement because the arrangements are good. So they're so good. So you have done, your career is very interesting. You're from Texas, Dallas in the house.
Yes.
I'm not trying to pick on your Cowboys, but us Lions here in Detroit, I'm just no shade.
Moving on, Rob.
So you grew up in kind of a family that your father was a radio personality. You grew up in the business kind of show. Music was around you.
Yeah.
At what age did you decide, like, I want to be a musician? I can have something to share.
It was 18. When I was 18, and other people decided it for me. They were kind of like, "Hey, you can sing. Like, you need to really try to push into this." And I had somebody tell me, "You could really do this." Like you, because I wasn't serious about it. I could do it, but in church, everybody can sing. Like, if you're around, everybody can sing. So I didn't know that there was anything special about what I was doing until I had somebody look me in the face and kind of go, "Oh no, there's something going on here." And then my parents caught on me singing around the house. They were like, this shouldn't just be for fun." And that's literally how it happened.
Did you grow up in church, and did you grow up singing in church, and that's all part of your journey?
I grew up in church, not necessarily singing in church started later, maybe when I was like 15, 16. But that was when, like, the choir director was like, he kept going, "Anthony, sing the part. Okay, everybody do that." And everybody at that point would be like, "Oh, you whatever." They'd be messing with me because I got called on. But that was it. Then that guy pulled me aside and was like, you gotta get with me, like, one-on-one, and we need to figure this out because something's going on. So that's, people believed in me before I believed in myself.
Well, I always say, growing up as a Catholic Irish guy, a Catholic church, when I talk to gospel people or my friends who have sung in church forever, it always amazes me because today you're an alto and tomorrow you're a soprano and the next song you're a tenor, and you have to learn harmonies and you're quick and you learn so fast. It is like the greatest education into how to be a singer.
Yes. And you don't realize it while you're in it until you get into this world that I'm in now currently, realizing I'm doing this stuff. I was doing this when I was 16. And this is another elevated level of it, but I didn't know I was being trained for my whole career back then. Had no idea.
Well, you had to must make a decision. So when you started recording music and you started putting out, like, your first bits of music and like going back to, I don't know, like stuff like this, or these albums that you've gone through the years, that,
oh my gosh,
a lot of the beginning, going back to the start. What you had a choice. You could have done secular music. You could have done gospel music. Your voice can sing literally anything. So was there a reason where you decided, or a purpose that you said, like, gospel music and worship music is where you wanted to stay?
That was just in my bones. Like, it's a part of me. My faith is such an integral part of me. And I watched my parents do ministry. Like, I didn't really even know how to do anything else. So singing another kind of music just felt foreign to me. I was just like, how would I ever do that? I wasn't in the LA world where you could go be on a Disney show or go do audition for Glee. Like, I didn't know any of that stuff. I knew this is the field that I'm in right now. And so, or this is my surroundings. So I did that willfully. I wanted to do it, but that's what I did.
So when you create a project, when you have this album, which we're talking about, The Greatest Gift, everybody, which is streaming right now, it's been out, it's been playing in my house. So I don't know.
I normally look like that. I just want everybody to know that that's me with a fresh shaved head and a fresh shave on my face. This is you're getting two versions of Anthony.
This is good. That's real life. This is real life, right?
Yeah, you go from that picture to me, it's like, who's that guy?
There's no Photoshop. No Photoshop. So when you put together this album, what do you do? Do you create arrangements? Do you work with somebody? What's your team like?
Yeah.
How do you build these? I'm not kidding about the choir that sings on these songs.
My friends are amazing. They're the best in the world, literally.
So who are they? What do you do? How do you get this done?
I am a networking type person. So the arrangements are mine. Like, I did the arrangements for the movie, and I have people who played with me for years. Something people don't know about me is because I started later, I don't play an instrument. It's in my head. Like, it's literally in my head. So I will get with somebody. One of my friends, his name is Chan or Erskine, and they know what's in my head. I can be like, no, it's not that. Follow me, and I'll sing along with what I'm thinking, and they'll arrange it. And then vocally, I used to produce every vocal, whether it was mine, the background vocals, but I brought in a friend. His name is Daryl Walls. He's one of the great, he's in a group called the Walls Group. He's one of the greatest singers ever. So I bring him in, and we get the arrangements together. These singers, literally, some of them are on tour currently with, like, Justin Timberlake and Jelly Roll and Janet Jackson, but they all grew up in church, every single one of them. And they're like, Anthony, whenever you want us on an album, we're doing it. So I get these heavy hitters together to record these songs, and we just have a great time. That's literally the bottom line. I think you can feel that in the music. It's organic, it's fun, it's big, it's all the things we've all worked hard to do for years. Yeah.
Well, what I love about your music, your other albums, and this album in particular, is that the energy comes across in the recording. Like sometimes everything's so, like I hate a Broadway show, or I hate an album where it's like, you feel the energy that you bring in the studio, the music that you bring, the pace, the move, it just pulses. This Christmas album is going to pulse through your spirit as you listen to it.
Oh, thank you.
And then you take us on a journey, because you hit us hard, but then by the end of the album, when you do Mary Did You Know, it's such and people have done it now. It's stripped down, it's beautiful, it's so vocally based, and the arrangement's beautiful. How did you pick the songs?
You know, a lot of the songs were things I had already arranged for the films that I mentioned, but because I did a Christmas album already, there was only a few songs left that mean so much to me at Christmas time that naturally whittled down the list. And then I just picked songs that mean a lot to all of us. At Christmas time, we don't want to hear a bunch of originals. So that's why there's only 2 on the album. Like, I'll give you a little bit, but I want you to hear what you're familiar with, but like you're hearing it again for the first time, meaning the arrangement's so interesting that you're like, I love this song, but this is different where I want to listen to it. That's literally how I picked them. And then Mary Did You Know, I've been asked to sing like ballads, and a lot of people talk about my tone being like real smooth. And so it kind of was like, sing that song, you know? That's the bottom line.
It is, and it's a perfect closer for the album. You talk about the originals that are on there, and then you have like the songs that that have been sung at churches, religious services with your own spin on them and all of that. But the originals, do you look through music? Do you write your music? Do you collaborate with people? Do people send you music? How do you find what's the song to put?
I wrote those originals with a friend of mine named Nick Pothoven, who I wrote most of my last album with. I wrote the songs for the movies with, and then I wrote these with him. He's a kid who, growing up, instead of going outside to play football, he would sit in his room and write songs. And he's just a monster at taking ideas or riffing on ideas and making them great. So that's how I wrote those. But it was all with that fun holiday, like Rockefeller Center Christmas tree lighting energy. So you still felt like Christmas, not like an artist just trying to shove an original something down my throat for Christmas. That's not the vibe. It's kind of, I want you just to feel good, you know?
Well, you do. And you do. And I clean my house on a Sunday morning, and we just have Christmas music bumping through the house since I don't know when. And you're on rotation. So I want you to go, when you go to Spotify, put it on your playlist, your holiday playlist, and share it with somebody, because it's so good. I got stuck on it. I was stuck on the track 1. I couldn't even get to track 2.
That's so great. That means
I was just like, I need to hear this arrangement again. They're all singing up there.
I love it.
You're doing I know you have a live show coming up. What is Anthony Evans live show like? And are we going to see more live stuff coming in the future, et cetera?
Yes. We're working on that for sure. But the production side of me that I mentioned gets to produce a live event in the room in Florida, but anybody can join us. Like now it's going to be streamed with me and one of my friends. His name's Chandler Moore. He's a part of a group called Maverick City, but he also has his own whole career. He's won 5 Grammys. So we're going to have a night of just music overload when it comes to excellence. Those singers that you talked about, they will be there. It will just be like a wall of amazing Christmas music. And then we're also, I think I mentioned, we're going to live stream that. So you can go anywhere and you can join us on the 12th and do that.
So it's on the 12th, and we could go to your website. There's information, or your Instagram. There's information.
Yes, there's information there. Yeah, there's information anywhere you go.
In Maverick City. I mean, if you're a gospel fan, you know who we're talking about.
Yeah.
So we are. So when you put this out, did you record this like in the summer when it was not Christmassy at all?
August, yes. I recorded it in August.
And is it to the point where now by the time Christmas comes, you're like, oh God, please don't make me sing these songs anymore. I've been living with them for months.
No, because I haven't sung them live yet at all. So I've recorded. I understand you're saying that from the perspective of hearing it over and over. I don't feel that way. I'm actually excited to sing these songs. I'm excited to see. I'm a little bit healthy anxious about how is this going to feel live? Like, how is it going to go over? Is it just good recorded and you don't know if it's going to go over? Like, but I'm down. I'm down to try it.
Well, we're excited that it's coming out the 12th, and then you could stream the album like we're talking about. I'm really interested in your career because you dipped your toe as a gospel artist, but as a singer, and the world that you live in both worlds, because you've worked with Tori Kelly, you've done stuff for Blackish, you've been the Beast and Beauty and the Beast and live productions. So as an artist, how do you pick and choose what, like, I want to do Beauty and the Beast and I want to work on Blackish, but I also want to stick to my roots. Like, do you have conversations? Is it what comes in, or is it all intentional about what you're focused on? How do you navigate what's next?
I'm intentional about what I say yes or no to, for sure. But I just look at what opportunities provided to me or offered to me, and then I decide, is this in line with the direction I want to go or not? And a lot of times it's in line with my ability. Is not just for church. It's not, that's not it. Like if Blackish wants me to produce something, or if Beauty and the Beast wants me on the stage, then I get to take what I've learned musically. I get to take my faith. I can take all of it into a world that I would normally not be in. And that's how I make a decision. Is this good? Am I not compromising my values? Am I at peace with this decision? And then I'm going to go try it. That's literally how I get, yeah.
Well, we love it. I love it because you could do you do anything, and like many people who are watching have known you from television or known you from The Voice and being on on that episode. How did that play into how do you feel about it after? I know you get asked this all the time. So
no, it's okay. It's okay because it's
back in 2012. Yeah,
12 years later. Whoa. I love that you have all these pictures. I am proud. That picture was the first frame. Like, they went in and they were about to do this whole photo shoot, and they snapped and they go, okay, we're good. Thank you. I was like, all right, bye. So that show and being on Team Christina opened up and perpetuated some of the greatest joys I've had in my life. After, just really, like, one example, when I finished that battle round and walked off of the stage and Christina didn't keep me, first of all, the producers called me soon thereafter and said, we've created a new rule for our show that on set we're calling the Anthony Evans rule, but you'll see it pushed out next year. It's going to be called Steals. We just created Steals because of you. So that's kind of fun. Now when I see it, I'm like, oh, that's fun. That happened because of that. But CeeLo, one of his producers, called me right after I got off the show and hired me to do his vocals on CeeLo's Christmas album. So I left the show, went straight into the studio to work for CeeLo. That same producer worked for the show Glee, asked me to stay and work on the show Glee. That same producer introduced me to a vocal contractor who then had me singing for Celine and Mariah. And it just put me into a whole other world that I would not have been in because I took a chance. And even though forward facing, it looked like I lost, it actually created a win in my life that most people, me producing movies for these films I've been talking to you about is because of that chance I took 12 years ago.
That's amazing. The story, it doesn't end right then and there. The journey continues. You know, you're talking about contracting world, and say I have a lot of friends who are singers in LA that are in the contract world, or background singers that are on the road and singing with all these singers. Some of the greatest singers in the world are singing behind the artist that
are 20 feet behind that artist, and they will blow. There's one kid right now. His name is Jaden Gray, or Blakely is his stage name. It doesn't even, I mean, like, he's sung with me at some events before, and I will look over my shoulder and be like, what is that? Why are you behind me? And can I tell you something? This is kind of low key. There's this girl, I'm almost done, I'm talking a lot. There was this girl, saw her on socials years ago, reached out, and she was like, yeah, I'll come sing with you and your sister on some events. And she was with me like a year and a half, touring with me, and I would have her in my ears and have to turn her off because of how good she was. I couldn't focus on what I was singing because of how good she was. And a couple years later, she released music under the name Yeba, and that girl was with me on the road singing. So it's like Yeba was singing. Why was Abby is her name? That she was behind. She doesn't need to be behind anybody ever. You know what I'm saying? So that's the world. There are other Yebas singing behind people.
But then you made the choice to then step out of that and keep creating your own content. And sometimes it's scary. It's very scary. Like you are the act. Like you are your bills are paid by Anthony Evans going out there and making music. And so how did you get the courage to say, like, I have to keep going as myself as an artist?
Because the courage to say I have to keep going is far outweighs the regret that I would feel if I didn't keep going. Like, what it takes to have the courage is not as much as what it would take to live with that regret. So that's why I just took the chance. Yeah.
Well, we're grateful for it because, I mean, we have all the albums and all the music that's out there. All the music is out there that you can keep it going. And the greatest gift is out there now. So what do you do for the holidays? What is your plan?
So much family stuff, man. We are family. We have so many traditions our mom set forth, our dad, and we just kind of go keep those keep those going. We have, obviously, Christmas Day is huge. And then we have like a Christmas dinner before that we do, then Christmas Day. Then after that, we have this afterglow thing. We all go away and we all get together at a house and everybody's everywhere. Kids are everywhere. It's just, that is what I plan on doing. Just enjoying my family and being in a pair of sweats for like 3 weeks.
That sounds good to me. That's what I'm doing when I leave my job for the winter break. And your sister is quite acclaimed. You know, she's an author. You have a sister that's an author. You have your family. You must get together, and I want to see a table where you just my album came charted like this. Well, my book did this, and my radio show. You all are, come on now. That your parents did something right with all of you all.
They did do a lot of things right, which is just be consistent. They were just very consistent in knowing that they were creating reflexes in us because of like training. Like you do the same move over and over again to create a reflex. And that's what they did in us when it comes to our work ethic and our faith. And they just reiterated the same thing where when you're a kid, it's annoying. But when you're an adult, you're like, this is why they were doing that. You know what I mean?
Yes. Well, I promise you, everybody, this holiday season, I cannot recommend Who Am I with Anthony Evans. But still, for me to you, I'm telling you, you need to listen to the album. You need to save it. I guarantee you that you're going to love it. I hope, Anthony, when you come to Detroit or when I'm home in Jersey, New York, I hope to get to see your live show in person because I know you sang your face off and we're here for it.
You.
And I want people to make sure that this holiday season, the greatest gift that you can give somebody is music. And this music is going to be around for a long time. And I promise you, you're going to absolutely love it. How do we follow you? We can follow you over on Instagram.
Yep, anywhere at Anthony Evans Jr. at Anthony Evans Jr. on Instagram or TikTok or X, whatever. Yeah, it's
and the website tells you all the information and links about the 12th, and the website has all the. Go ahead.
Yes, yeah. No, you're saying it right. The website is anthony-evans.com, anthony-evans.com. That'll have ticket links for the stream, for the concert, or if you want to come because you're in Florida or Dallas, then do that too.
And you can buy yourself a signed CD or our album. It's a good gift for somebody. Yeah. I have some aunties out here in Detroit who would love that for Christmas. I'm just letting you all know. You better get it. Thank you so much for Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. Thank you so much for spending time with us, and thank you for the music.
Appreciate you very much, Robert. Thank you.
Don't hit the button a second too soon. Oh my gosh, Anthony Evans. I listened to the album. Trust me, it's my pick. It's so good. He's such a good singer, and his arrangements are bananas good. And it's not super holy rollery if you're not into all of that. Great artist. And be on it. Go get on that. Excellent conversations with superstars Leslie and Anthony, both multi-talented artists. Thanks, Robert. Looking forward to your show Saturday. If you're going to be in the house, make sure you stick around and say hey to me afterwards. You can get your tickets. Go to robertbannon.com one more time. And I hope to see you all there, my Roundtable family. I love you all so much for being here. Merry next week. Tower of Power is here, plus so many more artists and acts like Southside Johnny, Jersey Legend, and so many more people are coming on the show, Leia Salonga, etc. I love you so much for being here. Just remember, there's more good than there is bad. Oh, see, I love it. There's more love than there is hate. There's more joy than there is sadness. And there is more Roundtable coming to you this holiday season and next year. Don't miss a moment. Thank you so much for being here. The best is always yet to come. Until next time, I love you. Thank you for watching. See you again next time. Happy birthday, Renee.